Welcome back. How are you today? So we are super excited to announce that this week we are starting our beautiful self-love course. And it is on a pay-as-you-can basis. Now, if you receive the free weekly newsletter, you would have been receiving this information for the last, I think about 3 weeks. We've been announcing that this is where we are being guided to move forward with our services. So Spirit is asking me to provide a day a week. At the moment, this is how it's moving forward. And the course that's been chosen, over the weeks we have given you to vote what courses you would like to do. And the course that was selected was the self-love course, which we think is just brilliant because self-love is where it's all at. So, my beautiful beings, this is the information. On Saturdays at 6:30 a.m. Sydney, Australia time, we are running a group course for the self-love course. We will be doing it together. Each Saturday we catch up on a Zoom call where we can see each other, we can interact, and we can share everything that's coming up for us in that week. Now, the beauty of groups, the difference between one-on-one and doing the group is that when you do one-on-one, and Spirit's attention, the focus is all on you. It fast tracks your progress because all of the energy is on you when you're doing one-on-one with us. But for many, the one-on-one financially is out of reach. This is what, it just is. It is what it is, There will be people that are super affordable for them and there'll be others that it's out of reach. So for those where it's out of reach, that's where the group courses come in. This is where the group coaching comes in, right? That it's going to be less price-wise and you get to be in a group. Now, for us, the beauty of being in a group is that that Spirit is picking up the energy of each individual that's in the group. Sorry, we're so excited. I'm just finding it hard to talk today for what is going to unfold in the weeks to come, for where this is headed. So on Saturday, we started this beautiful group. And this week is the first week of the self-love course. So you still have time to sign up, to register for this beautiful course and get started this week and catch up with us on Saturday to see where we're all at and to start moving forward as a group together, as a collective. I love groups because you receive different perspectives. We've all had different experiences and perhaps someone brings in something that the rest of us can't see, So this is what I love about groups. When it's one-on-one, it's very sort of tunnel vision that this is the experience we've had and, this is how we're moving forward. When you have a group, you have all these different energies bouncing, in this environment. And Spirit is picking up on all this energy. It's picking up on all these different ways of looking at things and bringing that forward into the group. I love groups. I love working even with individuals, they are constantly showing me different ways of seeing things. And this is what I love about my partner. He sees life so differently to how I see life, that I'm constantly being pushed to look at things outside my box, so to speak. And I love being challenged, to look at things in a different way, in a new way, in a way that I couldn't see before. Because of my experiences, I have a, unique perspective on things. But there's always new ways to look at things, fresh eyes, bring forward new information, So this is the beauty of working as a group. Now, for those of you that are like, 6:30 a.m. Sydney, Australia time, it's just not going to work for me. On that day, we do a recording. Every session that we run as a group, it is recorded and then you receive the replay. So you have all week to go through the course together as a group. Like you'll do it individually in your own time. Throughout the week, We allocate what videos to watch, what to do in your workbook, what to do in the handbook, everything that's given to you. And it sets a pace, that we're moving forward with it. When you do it individually, some people just aren't motivated. They'll start the first week or two and they're all excited to get through it, and then they just lose momentum. Life gets in the way. Something will happen at work. Something will happen with your children. You get a cold, you get a flu, and you don't feel well. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't be bothered, So that was one of the reasons as well. One of the reasons for our pricing is that if you pay too little, then you can't be bothered, and if it's too much, then it's like, oh, So we looked for a price that was somewhere in the middle, that was just enough for you to feel like, oh, I have to get through this because I've spent this money on this now. That's the reason for the pricing that is set on the pages of all of our courses, and for our coaching. The coaching especially is because I have to cover all the costs of everything. People don't realize that the websites cost money every month. The platform where I have to put up the courses cost money. Everything costs. Nothing that I am creating for you is for free. Every book that I have to publish is somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 every time I publish a new book. It all costs money to keep this running. So we appreciate that you keep that in mind, that these prices are set for a reason, and it is to allow us to keep doing this beautiful work. It's not just to pay my electricity bills and my water bills and to keep yes, it helps with that as well, but it's mostly to assist us in continuing to do this beautiful work. Now, putting that aside, this beautiful Saturday course that we've put together for the self-love course, this group coaching that we're doing, is on a pay-as-you-can basis. Now, what that means is that once you register, once you sign up, you will receive a link to a donate PayPal button. And from there, you decide. You can choose the currency, whether it's in Australian dollars or UK dollars or US, wherever you are in the world. You choose how you want to pay it, what you're paying in, and you'll choose how much and the frequency. Like, you'll have access to that email with your PayPal button there, and you can pay weekly, you can pay fortnightly, you can pay monthly as you're going through the course. However much you can pay. If it's $5 a week, then it's $5 a week. I've been guided to do it this way because we didn't want money to get in the way of people moving forward with their spiritual gifts, with their spiritual evolution. Having said that, money is just energy. I know we grew up with all this conditioning around money, that money is bad, that money is the root of all evil. Everywhere we went, my parents, I grew up with saying that only corrupt people had money. Only people that were, drug dealers, for example, these sorts of people were the only people that had money. So it wasn't a good thing. You weren't a good person if you were wealthy, if you had a lot of money. But as a spiritual being, feel within yourself how much good you could do in this world if you had money, if you were wealthy. So know in your heart that money is just energy. Everything is energy. Everything. You are energy. I am energy. Or you can substitute. You are spirit. I am spirit. Your partner is spirit. Your parents are spirit. Your children are spirit. It is all spirit. This earth is spirit. Your pets are spirit. And so money is spirit too. And the truth of money is that it is serving you in every moment. It is serving you. You are in a relationship with money, my beautiful beings. We just don't see it that way. We can see that we have a relationship with our partners. We can see that we have a relationship with our parents. We can see that we have a relationship with our children. We just don't realize that we are in a relationship with money, and it is serving us in every moment. Feel into yourself, just that word, money. How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel to think, I am wealthy, I have lots of money? How does that make you feel inside? When you begin to look at money as spirit and it is serving you, you are using money to make yourself feel not good enough. You are using money to make you feel that you are not worthy. You are using money to make you feel that you do not deserve. You are using money to play small. Because this is the experience you came to have. And sometimes it is our partners that bring this out in us. They make us feel that we're not worthy, that we're not good enough, that we don't deserve. Sometimes it's with our parents. So many of us have this relationship with a parent or both parents, that we feel we are not loved, we are not worthy of their love, we're not good enough for their love. But we don't see that this is what is happening with money. It is just energy, and you are energy. And we came here to have this experience of lack and scarcity. What does it feel like? Because inside you are infinite, infinite. Feel into that word. Infinite abundance. Infinite. Endless. There's no end to the abundance that you are. No end. Because you are an infinite being. But we come here to play out this beautiful experience. What does it feel like to be in lack and scarcity? Feel into the limitations, how limited those words feel. Lack and scarcity. And yet, my beautiful beings, you are an unlimited being. Unlimited. So today, we'd really love you to sit with this. What is my relationship with money? How do I feel around that word? And why? Why do I feel this way about money? And then the truth will begin to unravel. We have all these beliefs from childhood around money. We've learned. Notice the word learn. You were not born with these beliefs. You were not born with these judgments about money. You learned them from your parents, from church, from the beings around you. You took on these beliefs about money. So, my beautiful beings, we take on these beliefs that we may have this experience of lack and scarcity and limitation. How limited do we feel when we don't have money? We believe that there's not enough money. We believe that we don't have money. We want to travel, but we don't have the money to do it. We want to do this course, but we don't have the money to do it. These are the beliefs, not the truth. How does that make you feel inside? Makes you feel bad. Makes you feel worthless. You're not worthy. Makes you feel that you're not good enough. This is how money is serving you. Everything outside of you is a reflection of what you are being inside. And if you are in a state of lack and scarcity, because that is the experience you chose to have, this is what is showing up outside of you. But know in your heart that you are an infinite, limitless, I love that word, limitless. There is no limit to who you are, to what you are. You are spirit in human form, spirit. And so is money. And it is serving you. Feel into that. In every moment, it is serving you, just as your partner is serving you, and your parents are serving you, and I am serving you, and your children, and your neighbors, and your what you call enemies. They're all serving you. It is all spirit. All of it. All of it is God, the universe, universal life force energy, whatever it is that you want to call it. It is in everything. Therefore, it is in money. Money is spirit. So, my beautiful beings, this course on Saturdays, you pay what you want. You pay what you can. Money is not the issue. So if you feel within yourself that this is a yes in your heart, that you want to work in a group that is working through self-love, working, it's a funny word. It's more like playing, because self-love is what you are. Self-love is to be self-aware. It's just remembering that you are spirit, having this beautiful human experience. So if you are a yes to this journey, sign up. My email is below. You can email saying yes to self-love. We need your email address to link you into the actual course. That's the way that I put people in. I can add members to the beautiful course. Inside the course, you have these gorgeous videos to watch throughout the week. You'll have a handbook, you'll have a workbook, and you have this beautiful ebook inside. You can change your past. You get to keep that. You download it, and that will be part of the course as well. There is so much beautiful information in there. So much. But know in your heart, feel into that today. How does money make you feel? What is your energy around money? And know within every fiber of your being that money is spirit and it is serving you. But for this beautiful course we're doing on Saturdays, it's up to you what you can give. We trust that when the time is right, you will pay it forward in your own way, however that looks. All right, my beautiful beings. So remember, if the 6:30 a.m. Sydney, Australia time doesn't suit, you will have a replay the next day. And you have all week to send us your questions, to send us what comes up for you, whatever it is that you want to share, that we can discuss in the next live event that we have on Saturday. So even if you're not present, just sending us the questions or sending us what is coming up for you, Spirit will pick up all of that throughout the week, and it will know exactly what to bring forward for all of you as a group, for all of us, because I expand as well every single time without fail. Every time I connect with one of you, with all of you, I expand in more love, in more joy, in more peace. It is infinite. There is no end to the love, to the joy, to the peace, and to the abundance that we are. We love you dearly, and we hope. We love you dearly, and we can't wait to see you inside the group and connect. All right, my beautiful beings. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages, and share. If this video has touched your heart, share it, that others may receive this beautiful message today. Bye for now.